All right. Good morning. Welcome or good day whenever you're watching this. Happy Thursday, March 25th. This review day before the test tomorrow. Got right here, page 67 open. I'm Mr. Larson, and the purpose of this video is simply to go through some of these problems, say one more time some of these skills and concepts. If you already understand these as you look at page 67 and 68, if it looks like this video will be of no benefit to you, please don't feel like you have to watch it. The answers are provided below. The information is provided below. This is just one more way to hear the concepts and the skills involved with the test you'll be taking tomorrow. So we'll go through these few sections just real quick. The first section 1 through 4, see if these slopes are either parallel, perpendicular, or neither. And the way to tell, neither. The way to tell is parallel slopes are the same slope. Perpendicular slopes are slopes. You can say it a number of different ways to say this, but basically it's a multiplicative and additive inverse. Or sometimes I'll just say the upside down negative. And both of those conditions have to exist for it to be perpendicular. So one thing you can go through and just find all the same slopes real quickly. It's not the same. Oh, that's the same. So those are parallel. And you go through and first of all find all the parallel slopes, then find all the perpendicular slopes, and then find the ones that are left. So let's see. Those aren't the same. Those aren't the same. Okay, so these are the only ones that are parallel. Perpendicular, looking for the upside down negative. That's negative, but it's not the upside down negative. This one, if I flip it upside down, let's see, 1 over 3, 3 over 1, so it is upside down. And then, is it negative? Yes, it is the upside down negative of each other. If I flip this upside down, 3 over 1, it becomes 1/3. And the negative of that is, so the additive opposite is of that, so that one is perpendicular. And then coming over here, yep, these are the multiplicative inverse. They're the upside down, but they're not the negative of each other. So neither of these fit the equation strategy, the understanding that it's a multiplicative and additive inverse. So they're both neither. And EI. I before E, except after C, except if it sounds like A, maybe way, or anyway, there's some jokes on that. But you can watch videos if you want to know about I before E. Either. There you go. All right, that's the first section. Next section. Write the parallel and perpendicular slopes. What's the exact same concept as up here? Parallel is the same slope. Perpendicular is the upside down negative. So here we go. Parallel to this is going to be exactly the same. I know we're asking you to do a lot of work here. Slope, the negative 3/8, so you write the same slope. Slope 13, let's see, the number that's the same as 13, let's see, that would be 26 over 2, or 13, I'm teasing you, 13. Slope 1/7, as long as you put a number here that's the exact same number as 1/7, you're getting it right. Don't make more work for us though, that's just me trying to be funny. Okay, perpendicular, the multiplicative and additive inverses, or just flip it upside down and change the sign. Flip that upside down, it was 9 over 1. So make it 1 over 9 and change the sign. Same thing here, flip it upside down, 7 over 1 and change the sign, or just plain -7. Oops, -7. Same thing here, flip it upside down, change the sign. That is the perpendicular. And here, flip it upside down and change the sign. That's perpendicular. Yeah. Okay, on these next ones, state if they're parallel. And don't state if the following equations is. State if the following equations are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So we look through them, and one of the test-taking strategies is do the easy ones first. These two right here, they're already in slope-intercept, so I can see the slope, it's right there. With y equals mx plus b, it's already in the format, so I can just look, 3 and -3. Are they equal? Are they the same? Nope. Are they the upside down negative of each other? Nope. They're both 3. None of them is the upside down. None of them is 1/3. So they're not that. They're not that. They must be neither. Taking a look at this one. This one's in slope-intercept form, just like on these other ones. They've got one of them in slope-intercept form. This one, the slope is -1. This slope-intercept form, that one's in it, but this one is not in slope-intercept form. So we have to change this into slope-intercept form, do the work to find out if the slope is the same or the upside down negative. And I'm looking at this 5 and this 6 here, so it's looking like it's going to be close. Well, change it into slope-intercept form by getting the y by itself, by finding out y equals and the mx plus b. I'm going to move the 5x over and then divide by -6. Minusing the 5x gives me -6y is -5x plus 12. And then I'm going to divide all the way across by -6. Divide by -6 on this side of the equal sign and on this side of the equal sign. So now y is, it's -5 over -6 is 5/6 x. Positive 12 divided by -6 is -2. Now I can compare the slopes. I see that they're equal, so that means they're the same, that means they're parallel. So I spell parallel correctly, and there's the answer. You can do the same thing over here, subtracting the 2x, dividing by -2. The same thing over here, minusing the x and dividing by 2 to see if these are ending up being parallel or perpendicular. All right, turning over to page 68. Find the equation of a line that passes through the given point and is parallel to the given equation. So it's going to have the same slope. So for example, right here, what's the slope on this one? Y equals mx plus b on this one means it's y equals 4x plus 0. So 4 is the slope. And then you would put the slope into this equation with that point. Same thing over here. On this one, the slope is already given to you. It's 13/6. But I want to work out number 16. And you can work out those other ones on your own. I'm going to try to get this into slope-intercept form. That one was already there, but this one isn't. So I'm going to, I was about to add 9y's. No, we moved the x over, not the y. So if I subtract 3 x's from both sides, then I'm left with -9y on that side of the equal sign, because that's gone to 0. And to write it in slope-intercept form, I'll write the -3x first, and then -18. Almost in slope-intercept, just divide out all the way across by -9. Just decreasing everything by a factor of -9, which leaves me with 1y equals, if you use your calculator, if you want to reduce that, the negatives go away. 3/9 is 1/3 x. -18 divided by -9 is a +2. I've done that so that now I have the slope. It's 1/3. I want a line parallel. So here we go. That 1/3 gets put into the new line. Y equals 1/3 x plus b. And simply put these x and y numbers into x and y and solve for the b. So 3 is 1/3 x's plus b. 1/3 times 6 on your calculator gives you the 2 b's minus the 2's. So 1 equals b, and you put the 1 in there, and you're done. Y equals 1/3 x plus 1. There's the process on finding the parallel line. Exact same process on finding the perpendicular, except you first have to find the I'm going to go ahead and write it, multiplicative inverse. Make it negative, change the sign, and the additive inverse. Additive inverse is changing the sign. Multiplicative inverse is finding the reciprocal. So the negative reciprocal, the negative upside down, is how you would solve these ones. For example, on number 20. First, get that equation in slope-intercept form, moving the 8x over, or moving that, getting the x to 0 on this side, so you're left with negative 2y's is 8x plus 12. Divide by negative 2 all the way across. As you write each step, you're more prone to get it right. Y equals negative 4x minus 6. See if I did it right. I hope I did. I kind of skipped writing that down, but if you wrote it down and got the same thing, then I'll breathe a sigh of relief. Negative 4 is the slope, but I want the perpendicular of that, so I change the sign and flip it upside down, and that's going to be my new m, my new slope. And I put it in this equation. Y equals 1/4 x plus b. I put these numbers into x and y. So negative 3 is 1/4 zeros plus b. I just do parentheses to make sure I'm multiplying. I know that I'm multiplying. That's just a Brian way of doing it. Mr. Larson way of doing it. Negative 3 is 0 plus b. I love zeros. I'm lazy enough I don't want to write them, and I'm done. Put that b back in place. So y is 1/4 x minus 3. And that is the equation of a line perpendicular to this line. You can go to desmos.com if you want to type this number in, and see that they are in fact perpendicular. And there you go. That's the a little bit of help if desired. Enjoy, do well, check your answers with the answer key below, and you're ready. You're ready for tomorrow's test. Well done. Have a wonderful day.